So guys, someone at Nijisanji got fired because they are hiring director in charge of overseas business. So so this is, you will essentially be in charge of the Vtuber EN chapter because I guess they got rid of somebody because you know what happened. Anyway, so I thought that was interesting. But they have to be a Canadian resident who speaks like fluent Japanese. So good luck with that. It'll be interesting for sure. But yes, Nijisanji, they're definitely doing damage control for sure because it is a mess what's going on over there. So so this was so do you remember? Okay, so just to kind of refresh your memory, yesterday Nijisanji released a statement about the termination of Selen and essentially like all the bad things she did, and one of the bad things she did was she didn't pay payments to her creators, right? So like some like, you know, like people who did art and stuff for her. So this is one of the artists who was like, actually, so she says, I just want to say it was amazing working with Selen. She was very kind and responsive. She even paid out her own personal PayPal account when the company hadn't paid me for months of waiting. So how interesting that Nijisanji is like, oh yeah, no, Selen didn't pay people. Oh, I mean, she's such a, you know, she's such a jerk. And then they're like, actually, Selen did pay me. She paid me. You guys did not pay me. So I'm like, wow. It is just so like amazing, the lies and like the deception. You know, Nijisanji is like, oh, we're such a nice company, but like everything's starting to like fall apart, and it's just like, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So here is there is Doki Bird, aka Selen. It's, you know, this is her independent account. And then she says, I hope I can fix my sleep schedule before I stream again because I just woke up, but 200k subscribers already? I never thought I would actually get a play button, let alone before my first stream. So she's so luckily Selen is doing very well now that she has that she's been let go from Nijisanji. Everyone seems to be supporting her, which is fantastic. I even went over and I subbed to her as well, which I'm just, you know, sticking to the man by subbing to Doki Bird here, and this was just awesome. I mean, like, I think she's pretty, like, this was a while ago. This was at 2 a.m. so I imagine it's even higher now. But so now she's just really excited. She's tweeting everything like, I can play Neopets on stream. Oh my god, guys, it hit me. We can finally do Garfield Cart and members. So like, there's no more corporate overlord holding her back. So like, she's already like kind of on the mend, which is very good. She's super excited. And then so this is also another tweet from her as well. She said, I can finally show this. I received a special package for the Final Fantasy Apex from EA. I'm so happy I'll be able to keep working with Apex and EA with more opportunities in the future. Thank you for supporting me even to this day. So you're like, so it's like so nice. It's so awesome. So like finally she can talk about projects she wasn't allowed to talk about under contract. So it's like, yay. And then of course Nijisanji's like, we need to make money. So they did mention that they were going to release merch with, I mean, it's funny because like this merch already has like 2 people gone from it. So just like, oh, this is so cringe. Anyway, so yeah, they're just trying to like be like, hey guys, remember us? Can you just give us some money, please? Hello. So people are just not buying it, obviously. You know, like a sale started today, so whatever. But it's just like stupid. Like you're releasing merch of people who aren't even there anymore. But it's just like, this is so corporate. This is so dumb. Anyways, okay, and then then we have someone, not like I mentioned before, not all heroes wear capes. We have someone, says some mad lad is editing the Nijisanji Wikipedia page to include that they are a black company, which is amazing because Wikipedia is a, you know, public forum. It's anyone can edit Wikipedia. So anyways, so they even have so here Nijisanji, this is their, you know, description, and then this is the black company. It says noteworthy cases in the public sphere, various VTuber corporations have been deemed black companies. For example, Nijisanji has been called a black company due to its practices of oversaturating their branches with new talent, bureaucratic management, and high turnaround rate on account of continuous terminations and the voluntary graduations of multiple talent under questionable circumstances. Facts, yes. Though these companies may not fit the typical mold of a sweatshop or an office work, they are considered black companies due to their workplace conditions, unjust treatment of employees, and bullying. Yes, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes. So there is like there's a Twitter trend going around called sink. I think it's called sink the ship, sink the yacht. So this is, people are essentially, long story short, boycotting Nijisanji for their crappy practices. So because I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Nijisanji is owned by a billionaire. That is correct. So he is the youngest billionaire in Japan. He is 26 years old. And it says by 18th of October 2022, the company was estimated to be worth over $2.5 billion US dollars, with founder Riku Tazumi's 45% share netting him a personal wealth of roughly $1.1 billion, making him Japan's youngest billionaire. So how can you be a billionaire? Yes, you treat your talent poorly and you barely give them anything. So anyways, this is the goofball there. This is the smug jackass there. Anyways, just makes you a little angry. Anyways, so what is Nijisanji doing? Yes, they are making all of their talent go in hiding. So here is some of the tweets. So this is Ren, says, I'll speak for myself. Very unfair situation. I'm really upset. Please be respectful. Very vague. Whose side is Ren on? We don't really know. And we'll probably never know. So we have Ren's statement there. We have Kyo Kaneko here saying, hey guys, I think I'm going to cancel tonight's stream. See you tomorrow. That's suspicious. Very strange. But okay. It's like, And then we have another one. I'm really sorry, everyone. This is Alban Knox. Really sorry, everyone, but I'll be taking some time away from socials. I love you, Takadashi. Thank you. So it's like, okay, that's weird. Like it's just like en masse, everyone's taking the day off. But okay, we have Remu Endu says, sorry for the silence, Phantomos. I'll be taking a small break from social media for a bit and just be there to support my friends when needed, like this afternoon on Vanta's birthday. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I miss you all so freaking much, and I wish I could hug you. So you're like, okay, that one's taking a, break too. We got Anna Alouette. Hey, Alouette peeps, I'm going to be away from social media for a while, but I just want to remind you guys to please take care of yourselves. Love you guys. Man, all of these VTubers are just so nice, are they? Like, they're just... Everyone's just, taking a siesta for a day, not related to anything in particular. We got Hex Haywire saying the truth will set you free. So, also vague post. What does this mean? Question marks. And then we have Fulgar Ovid. Sorry this took me a day. I just needed to get my head straight since there was so much going on. Treasure the ones you love. Show them how much you care. I'll do my best to be here for anyone who needs it. For anyone who needs the opposite, take care of yourself. So, okay, let's take a look at this. In times like these, it's completely understandable for people to be feeling tired, depressed, or upset. I get that completely and wish I could tell you that I know how things are going to go from here, but I genuinely don't either yet. Whatever you're feeling right now, know that it's perfectly acceptable to step away from the community, social media, or the internet in general if you need to, and focus on your own mental and physical health. Everyone deals with complicated feelings in their own way and deserves to be allowed their space to handle things as such. If we could ask one thing of people, it would be that we try to be kind and understanding to one another and not lash out at others who are also doing their best to deal with such complicated and raw emotions. Livers as well as fans are going through a lot right now, so I would ask you to provide them with the same space to deal with things in their own way and in their own time as we all work through this. Personally, I plan to return to streaming on Wednesday per my schedule. Yeah, everyone's taking today off in a weird turn of events. In my streams, I've always tried to leave my own problems outside, though it's difficult at times. Many of us use live streams and streams to escape from the real world, and even as a streamer, I've always felt a sense of joy by leaving the world behind and sharing experiences with the community. I wish I could provide more information, but all I can say for now is to please take care of yourselves and support those who might need it. Thank you. I mean, that's some big words coming from Nijisanji. I mean, like all these VTubers like, oh, take care of yourselves, love someone. Like it's all like, you guys, I don't know. I mean, from what I can gather from the limited information that we have, it seems like there is some bullying in-house, and all these VTubers are like, oh, you know, be peaceful, la la la. And yeah, all of these guys are just having their heads in the sand, waiting, you know, one day for it to pass over. Like the internet's gonna forget what happened in a day. Like, it's just, I don't know, questionable. It's very questionable. And everyone's like, oh, take care of yourself. It's like, we don't know if these guys were the bullies or not. You know, it's very confusing. And it's very, like, upsetting. And you know, you get angry about it, right? Because you're just like, this is not okay. Like, treating people poorly is not okay. Like, having one guy make $1.1 billion off of the backs of all these creators is not okay. Like, so, like, no wonder people are like, sink the yacht. Like, this is it's very frustrating. It's very annoying. And I'm just so glad that, you know, like, that Selen actually has a happy ending here, because this could have turned out a horribly different way. The unfortunate part, circling back to the very first thing here, Western work culture and Japanese work culture will never really mix. Right? There's just, we're just a little bit, we prioritize things a little bit differently. You know, it's like the Japanese work culture is nothing to glorify. It is sad. People work themselves to death, and it's not a fulfilling life. So it's kind of like the work-life balance is completely off. I mean, you see it in Japanese anime too. Let's use okay, any anime really, but let's use My Hero Academia as an example. Deku's dad, he has a dad. Everyone's like, oh, it must have been like all for one, but that was like the fan theory. They're like, wouldn't that be like hilarious? And like, it wasn't. His dad is just like a regular businessman who like just never comes home, because that is like the sad reality of like the Japanese businessman, right? Like, a lot of times you work long hours. After work, it's mandatory for you to hang out with your boss at a bar or at a hostess club, and then you're out for you know, sometimes you miss the train, you sleep on the side of the road, you throw up, and you wake up, you go to work, and it's just rinse and repeat. You don't see your family. People get depressed. People aren't allowed to talk about it, and it's a very sad life. It's a very sad culture. So for them to like, I mean, like, and you see the other side of it too, right? You see Nijisanji, and then as like a North American, you're like, oh my god, I want to participate. This sounds great. VTubing is amazing. Like, can I be in on it? And they're like, yeah, we want money from you guys. But then like, they don't really understand the work culture here. Whereas like here in North America, we try to prioritize mental health, family time, you know, work time, hobbies. Like, we try, there is such a balancing act, and we don't get it right here either. I mean, you know, all of us are kind of chronically depressed over here, but at least there's like an attempt. So I don't know, guys. It's interesting that they're just still pressing forward. So guys, if you're in Canada and you speak Japanese and Canadian, maybe you can make a difference here. I personally wouldn't work for this company. I feel like they are garbage. And yeah, this makes you kind of feel sick. Just wow. There must be some mandated bury your heads, let this pass. Yeah, no, absolutely right. Yeah, I think you're right, Kenny. Like, literally no one actually acknowledged it. It's true. Yours true. It's very sad to think that no one there has the guts to do the right thing. Bakito, like, I am right. Right? Exactly. It just seems so strange. It seems so strange that, like, it's like There's something called the loud American. I don't know if you guys have heard this before. Someone said, the best thing I learned today, the loud American role in Japanese business. Nobody asked, but I'm going to explain anyway. No idea how it came up, but my programming prof was talking about his friend who works for Nintendo Japan, whose secondary role is the loud American. And my prof explained what that was and how it came about. See, in Japan, you do not talk back to your bosses. You just don't. Even if they have stupid ideas and want the company to act on them. Like Nissan did some time back. But since other employees couldn't do anything about this terrible idea that would ruin the company, they called in an American who had no reservations about telling the boss that their stupid idea was a stupid idea. And that's just become a role in Japanese business, where they keep an American on staff who plays up the American stereotype and tells the boss what the Japanese employees can't or won't out of societal norms. And someone says, dream job. I know what I want to do now. But yeah, this is true. The loud American is a real thing. So I'm surprised that like in the Nijisanji EN branch, none of them were the loud American, you know? Thank you so much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join my Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!